singular
do you
chat.
get it?
But speaking of getting it, we're gonna get it here as we hop into grand finals. Iceknight versus Candle. Iceknight sitting on loser's side, and we'll see because that first set did not go particularly well. I mean, Iceknight had a lot of really, really good ideas and was able to put on a lot of pressure. But at the end of the day, Candle was really, really able to kind of snatch things away from him and remind him that no, Candle is the best player, could be the best player in the venue.
Yeah, it was definitely a show that both of these two had put on in winner's side, and Iceknight just didn't have quite the momentum to make it like that far yet. And now that we saw that battle against Automata in that high stakes game 10, I feel now that like he's really ready to go back into the game here and really finally find what is going to do it. And yeah, going to be finding that back air. And we honestly, that's a very good lead point right now for Iceknight too, sitting only at 34%.
Yeah, we really are only like 45 seconds into the game, and he's able to take the first stock, which is really, really good for him. Especially because, like you said, Candle has not been able to put on a lot of pressure, not a lot of damage on Iceknight. So if we're able to start building up some really good extra credits, that's going to be huge for Iceknight.
Yeah. It's going to be a little difficult, though, because, again, Candle just has this wall of disposables with Pikmin. And, again, if Iceknight could be a little more elusive, a little more careful with his options here, or more demanding, honestly, with these combos, it could be the deciding factor. But, again, that purple is on deck, and it is a heavy-hitting Pikmin, so you've got to be a little more reserved here with your options.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to full send another forward smash. We got a purple and a blue on deck. Yeah, we're going to find the grab, though. A lovely parry coming out from Candle as we secure a stock. Only 50% sitting on you, too. So that's pretty good as well.
Yeah, and Iceknight's getting right back into it with these fairs and aerials. Going to be hugging that ledge trap, learning a little bit from that last game with Automata here. And again, the Hydro Buff's going to be coming out, but again, can't stand too close. And there's that up smash coming out for Iceknight, 22%. This is a changed man here.
Yeah, this is a lot different from that first game, right? We're seeing Iceknight do such a good job, and there's
Never
a counter
mind.
in it, dude.
I take back everything I said.
It's bound to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I really do love that. And these grabs coming out as well, right? Because we saw in that last set, Candle kind of whistling through a lot of stuff and really being able to avoid a lot of the things that Iceknight's going for. Well, Iceknight's answer to that is, if you're going to start whistling through my combos, I'm going to intentionally drop them and grab you for doing so that I can extend and keep moving.
It's a much better punish than trying to continue the combo.
Right. No.
And oh my gosh, that spacing as well from Iceknight, barely avoiding death. That F smash from Candle going to be going with that back air with a nice spacing, and again, still hanging on to the second stock for dear life. The up throw, though, again, securing that for Candle.
Yeah, Candle was in the Myron zone and threw away the blue Pikmin.
They don't need it.
They're like,
This is Candle culture, not Myron. Oh my
what?
gosh!
Really good substitute, and this is what I'm talking about. At the end of that last set, right? Getting substitute earlier in your percentage, right? Not relying on it to find the very last hit. Able to find something good stuff from Iceknight, and he was able to take game number 1, and he was really, really in the driver's seat for that entire first game.
Yeah, most definitely. Although that he had fell down to his last stock there, it really did not matter whatsoever. He was only sitting at 37 or 30% there, still hanging on to it and whatnot. And although that he made it to his last stock, he was still being pretty frugal with those other stocks in between, and still getting a lot more benefits than Candle was throughout that first game.
Yeah, really, really good stuff coming out from Iceknight as we're able to hop into a next game. That was a pretty strong start for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot set, and we're just going to move right along into this game 2 now.
I like how Iceknight got the rapid jab, but because of the Pikmin, they were at even percent anyways.
It truly does not matter when you just have Pikmin at your disposal. Like,
Ooh. We are so invested. My bad. We there's so much happening.
I just want to watch.
Yeah, it really is really nice to see, because this is such expressive gameplay from the two of them. They are doing such a good job popping and beating out of here. Really going kind of like hit for hit, tit for tat, as much as possible. Really low shield coming out from Iceknight, but it doesn't matter. He's able to get that down, that dash attack into the up smash confirmed. Really, really fantastic stuff for him as we keep moving on here.
We're seeing a lot more confidence come from Iceknight here as he's in the driver's seat now. Very confident, especially taking that first game. It's really going to set the tone for the set right now. Again, this is going to find these opportunities. Another up smash, a little bit of too far away from spacing there, but still going to be very persistent though.
Also, absolutely loving these pivot grabs coming out from Iceknight, right? Even if they're not hitting, they're just putting in pressure, right? Because now Candle's like, okay, I have to be scared of that. They actually have to really, really be concerned about these grabs so that they don't get put in bad positions. And another dash attack forward air for Iceknight. This is a different player from that first game, from that first set.
Yeah. So much has changed within the hour or so that they have played, and that's why they're here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they're both here, and it's really just showing through how much now that Iceknight is figuring stuff out. It's figuring, okay, like what can I do differently in the previous set here? And Candle is now struggling. I mean, we're seeing so much of like a seesaw effect.
Yeah, and I also absolutely love the fact that Iceknight went for that down tilt, but didn't actually pull the trigger to find the forward air confirm, right? Knowing that Candle was going to whistle there. So just instead opted to wait for it to see what he could do. And oh, that's a bad shield break, man. Yeah, that's going to be a stock for Candle.
Yeah, that double purple down smash is going to spell disaster for you. But again, Iceknight still has the upper hand here. Unless Candle is going to steamroll over this last stock, it really comes down. Iceknight can keep Candle on ledge here with the back throw. Gonna secure it. And now Iceknight is up 2-0.
Yeah, what a strong set for Iceknight as he can secure yet another game for himself. And it really just is such a welcome change of pace for him, right? Because that first game they were trading stocks back and forth, but Candle was in charge. Now Iceknight's saying, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I am in charge of the pace. I am telling you how fast this car is going, and you're just along for the ride.
Yeah. You're in the passenger seat, buddy. Just give me directions, and I'll take care of the speed here. Yeah, already an aggressive start. I mean, both of them throwing out Pikmins, throwing out Nairs here. They just want to get down to it here, and it's just going to be a bloodbath situation. I'm curious to see how this game 3 is going to go, if we'll see Iceknight take it a reversal 3-0 from the winner's side, or Candle's going to have enough energy here to take it.
Yeah, and this is where it's scary because all you need is a good ledge trap, but ooh, yeah, get out of there. Truly just disengaging from that is so important because of all of that shield damage that was just hit there. But there it is again. I love just these empty hops into down tilts to scare Candle into letting go of his shield and pressing a button. And there it is. Iceknight able to secure another, the first stock of this game number 3 here.
Yeah, Candle's just a bit shaken up right now, unable, like, unsure what to do right now, how to approach what is the key factor to turn things around again. Because, again, we saw so much pressure, and like, again, it was a clean 3-0 from Paign, and now that the energy is completely changed, how do you change it now? Like, how do you change the answer to Iceknight?
Really what they need to do is they need to start catching on to these new habits and these new patterns that Iceknight has revealed for himself, right? Because Iceknight has shown that he has truly studied how, at least between game sets, right?
Yeah.
Truly studied how Candle wants to play this matchup and is using that to his full advantage. So Candle really needs to do what Candle really needs to do is they need to mix it up. They need to find new options. They need to find the new pattern.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, again, it's a blessing that Candle is in winners for Grands here. Oh man, yeah, nasty dirt spike there. But it is a blessing though that Candle has this opportunity here to just kind of figure things out, see what Iceknight is going to be playing. Unless they just put a stop to this game 3, we will find out. There's another down smash for your troubles. And again, we're seeing the advantage point for Candle, taking that with the F smash purple. We're going into game 4.
That counter was a bit ill-advised. I understand the reasoning for it though, right? Because you're in the middle of a ledge trap. right? You don't want to get hit. You really want to turn the tides in your favor. But I mean, you've been using that counter differently. You've been using that counter all set, right? Kendall knows that you have that. So just a little bit ill-advised on the counter there. Although I do respect the attack. This is a very strong opening for Iceknight here. We're able to get a 56% and have Candle off the ledge. Really good hydro pump. We're able to find another dash attack, continuing it on. We're barely even 30 seconds into this fourth game here, and Iceknight is putting on a lot of pressure, but already just that chip damage from the Pikmin is quickly evening it up.
Yeah, again, it's just like that chip damage, like hit and go, as you said. I mean, quite literally a hit and run.
Yeah.
So again, it's just going to be so difficult for Iceknight now that there's a shift and that substitute almost landing as well. No follow up there, but the back air with the purple again is just going to close it out.
I actually really like the substitute there.
Yeah.
Because it got Iceknight out of danger. That's the really cool thing about that.
Okay.
But unfortunately for him, Candle was just kind of ready for it. I was like, okay, I'm just going to kill you now.
Yeah.
But I do like using substitute to get yourself out of Candle's threat range.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That was almost just like foresight, honestly.
I really love Iceknight crouching and kind of crawling back a little bit to set himself up for that forward smash range. Really good micro spacing coming out from him. Yeah, good stuff from Iceknight, able to secure Nair and get a little bit of something started. Yeah, love the Tomahawk. And quickly evening up the percentages here. There hasn't been really much of a deficit. We're going to whistle through the forward air. Iceknight pulling the trigger just a little early on that, because Candle has been so ready to whistle through that for the entire time that they've been playing. Ooh, another forward smash call out.
That was so well placed by Iceknight there. He is playing so fluidly now. Again, like as we've been seeing throughout this set, he's been playing so different now and really turning the gears right now. So is Candle. I mean, they've definitely seemed like they figured it out now, and they really just need that one last push here to get them secured into a game 5. But Iceknight now looking to stop right now into this rapid jab.
Yeah, really, really good pressure coming out from Iceknight here. Able to secure a rapid jab, and now we're putting on a lot more shield pressure. But Candle fighting their way out of it, and we're able to get the grab and an up throw. Good stuff for Candle. So you didn't take too much extra credit. You can build it back up with the purple, but you gotta be quick because Iceknight is a shark in the water, ready, just really ready for anything at this point.
Yeah, this could be the reset that Iceknight needs right now. All of this momentum, breaking it this far, but Candle trying to find something to help, but the up smash through the platform is going to secure the reset for Iceknight. 3-1.
Yeah, fantastic stuff coming out from Iceknight there. Able to find it, and you knew what he wanted, right? Candle knew what he wanted, but Iceknight was so stubborn in his approach with it. Like, no, I'm going to hit you with Nair. It's not that just that I want to hit you with Nair. I'm going to hit you with Nair.
Being very assertive about it.
I'm going to find my kill confirmed. Like I said, very, very assertive.
Yeah, for sure. Again, that's just the difference that we're just seeing here from Iceknight. I don't know. After that Automata set, it definitely seemed like he's locked in.
Yeah, and it's that adrenaline, but we're in the reset, right? So now, Candle's a lot more warmed up than previous. And Iceknight, how much more fuel does Iceknight have left in the tank?
Oh yeah, after such a brutal game 10 with Tata, now resetting Candle, and especially with that comeback from the winner side. I mean, now you got to make it a reset. I mean, this is so much that you're asking for, but it's really going to be cherry on top. If Iceknight can secure this, we will see soon.
Ooh, yeah, I love that. Not going for the up air that you would usually go for there, and instead opting to catch the landing to see if you can maximize your damage and your advantage state here to avoid things like whistle and whatnot. But Kendall already ready for it and just whistling so many times throughout that combo.
Yeah, they already know and they've been through it. It's a little bit of like a PTSD kind of response there. Not gonna be whistling through everything, but Iceknight still gonna hang on to this. The 145 and the Hydro coming out. Catching the landing too. I'm honestly a little confused why Kendall opted for the platform.
I think Kendall was kind of stuck there regardless because their uppy got canceled due to being sent so high and not having enough time.
Okay.
To really land after that. So you have to kind of land, you have to cancel it, kind of find a mix up, and unfortunately for them, they just got it wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter when they were able to secure stock so quickly afterwards.
Yeah, most definitely.
God, what a beautiful landing turnaround jab. So quick, you barely even saw him turn around after the jab.
I actually did not even see it. So the more that you're catching detail here, it's just incredible to say like how well these players are playing right now. Again, it's just the very minute details and the specifics here that's going to be the game changer right now. And another rapid jab for Iceknight, going to keep Kendall off stage here, looking for that ledge trap pressure right now.
What an aggressive answer as well from Camel, right? To whistle forward air through it. And be like, no, I'm fighting my way back. But that's a grab and an up throw from a blue. Yeah, you're dead there. And Kendall's able to take that second stock. And now your Kendall is up quite a decent amount. Oh, beautiful, beautiful catch on the air dodge. It is. You can tell how intense a set is when like we have like nothing to say because we're just so locked into watching it happen.
They're also just trading stocks.
Yeah, they're moving very, very quickly.
It is more ramped up in this grand here because both players again are just fuming. They are at the very brink of the stamina right now, so gotta be fighting through this gauntlet of players. And Iceknight unable to get that follow-up. I would imagine he wanted that up smash there, but unfortunately not going to close it out. Got another nair, get that yellow pigment off as well.
We are seeing so much creativity come out of Iceknight here. Just so many different ways. So many new ways to find a punish that he wasn't finding previously. So many different ways to bait and gotta dodge in and out. But yeah, a raw up smash for Candle, able to secure a game there. Very emotional as well, right? Because you have been fighting for your life these last games.
Yeah, and Candle, just taking one game in the previous set, I mean, that's gotta feel definitely good taking the first game of the second set here for a reset. So gets a little more of that momentum going for Candle now. So we'll see if Iceknight has what it takes to turn it into his favor. If we see 1-1, if it's just going to be a back and forth kind of situation, it's a lot because there's just so much energy flowing through this. And as you said, like the emotions are coming out. And this is a very strong set for both the players.
Yeah, this is really, really tense for both of them. But it feels like with that game win, Candle's starting to figure things out, right? Really kind of allowing themselves to experiment, right? And really see if they can put the puzzle pieces together against Iceknight. But Iceknight feels very much so one step ahead because we're calling out these air dodges and these whistles and all of Candle's really good options. But Candle has kind of stuck to that really strong defense and really solid fundamentals against Iceknight.
And it really doesn't seem like either or player is like one step ahead. They're like neck and neck. Like they're both just trying to cross the finish line, both fighting for that first place, but unfortunately, yeah, that stage spike is gonna be nasty.
Yeah, with missed tag coming out from Iceknight is going to stage spike him up the other two here. But, I mean, hey, you're not out of it, right? Because you can find something. You whistle away, and oh my god, the damage coming out from that missed opportunity for Candle. And just a raw F smash to catch the recovery. Fantastic stuff.
We're also seeing like a completely different person here on Candle's end as well. Turning up the heat here. You've got the double purple. You still got that first stock. So much energy flowing into this right now. And Candle just can't sit back and relax. Be more patient here, but Iceknight aggressively fiending for this first stock, needing that first stock here.
Yeah, and we're able to finally get a stock off. And we saw Ice Knight against that game was Automata as well. Absolutely love the substitute there to reverse the situation. And now you've got Candle in the corner. Can you keep them there, right? Can you keep them in the corner? Can you keep them scared? And the answer is no, because Candle is fighting back with every Pikmin in their arsenal. Oh, fantastic pivot grab coming out from Ice Knight.
We'll see if it's going to be enough right now. We've got the up airs, another one for your troubles, the down air with the red Pikmin here, and another verbal pack air is just going to secure it for Candle 2-0.
Candle has really turned up the heat in this game, in this next.
Yeah, it's just so interesting to see because the first set they were struggling, they couldn't really find those opportunities and those openings.
Right.
And Iceknight was doing an incredible job at keeping them in that corner and in the ledge as well. And now it just seems like a complete different story now.
Exactly.
That we have Candle finding that segue and finding like the Pikmin to be used to their disposal and using that as an entry point to get back on stage and fight Iceknight for that stage control. So now it's gonna be really tough to fight for this game. I don't know.
Yeah, they played a lot of games today.
Don't ask
I believe we're sitting at game.
I don't know. This is game 3 of this set.
Yeah, game 3 of this set. And Ice Knight is, and this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Has Ice Knight lost a lot of steam as well? That's what we're moving forward. Right? Because really, what Ice Knight has been able to do is dictate the pace of the game and trade the stocks back and forth at his pace, at his level. But Candle at this point is like, no, I'm done trading stocks.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm going to just massacre you at any chance that I get.
Yeah, they're done playing this game. Oh my gosh, oh my god. I don't even know what happened in that interaction, but whatever happened was just so cool.
Yeah, really good stuff. And again, that creativity to find these skill confirms coming out from Ice Knight. But we're going for a lot of that shield's getting pretty low, so we do got to be careful. And I like I said, I love the substitutes. I really think it's a very interesting and niche kind of thing in this matchup. But we got to be careful with them, right? So much end lag on them, so we don't want to spam them. So.
Oh, wow, yeah, there's another substitute, though. Again, and not really going to get anything off of that, unfortunately. But we see the down tilt into the up smash, the very brink of that platform there. And Ice Knight now in full advantage here for our game 3.
Yeah, Ice Knight's kind of found his second wind, it seems like. Really dictating how this third game is going to be played out and forcing Candle onto the back foot. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
These substitutes on the Pikmin hits have been so clutch and a fantastic tech. Oh my god, good stuff to Ice Knight.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately, not going to be able to get out of that situation, that up smash there. Ice Knight, Candle hanging on to this last stock. This is really going to dictate if Ice Knight can't take it. No back air, no up smash confirmed. Really hanging on to this, and the substitute, Hail Mary, just doesn't secure the stock.
Yeah, unable to really secure the stock off of that substitute, which is truly unfortunate because that could have been so huge for him. But oh my gosh, the missed tech is going to get you jab blocked, and this is so scary for Ice Knight, but a fantastic tech coming out from Candle, not gonna let it. Oh my god, what?
And they're alive still at max rage right now. Ice Knight fighting with these water shriekers, hanging on that left air, and gonna get the shadow sneak to secure game 3.
Nice, that's such a tense situation for Ice Knight. But this is what I'm talking about. He's finding that second win, right? Ran out of energy just barely at the end of his rope, but able to find just another chance at life as it continues going on.
Yeah, this reset has really been something. I'm at a loss of words because this is really the peak point of Smash.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you say, well, Olimar, I don't care. This is Alf, and
Alf is different.
I don't care because both of these players are just plain incredible.
Yeah, you can tell they're both just so in tune with what's happening and really tapped into like every minor interaction. And who knows how much of it is just like autopilot, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The whiff on the substitute is unfortunate for Iceknight there, but we're able to survive, able to make it back, falling out of the up air, but it doesn't matter because Iceknight is going to keep moving. Yeah, nice catch on the platform to get another up smash.
Yeah, we're getting a little too reckless now with these substitutes. However, Iceknight's still going to take that one to the bank. That first stock gone from Candle here, but heck, you're not going to close it, but the dare will, yeah. Clean slate now, again, just Candle automatically following up on that stock loss and going to be able to make it up here. So this is going to be an intense game for her.
Yeah, and this is getting real scary for the Nova Man because, I mean, this next kind of interaction is so important. Candle's going to be one who comes out the victor as they are able to attack on 68, 77% on Iceknight, but firing back immediately. Iceknight able to find the dash attack, but no follow-up for him. Something I'm noticing here is that Candle is starting to call out these empty hops coming out from Iceknight, right?
Oh! If only that kills. The satisfactory, I would imagine, from the crowd and Iceknight there. If only it had killed, but however, that up smash will kill. And again, Iceknight in position for advantage state.
Really, really good stuff coming out from Iceknight there, able to secure that stock there. Now, how much extra credit can we get, right? How much can we build up on to Candle before they take your stock? Because it's bound to happen, right? We've got a purple on deck. The Paign are attacking on so much extra damage, so you gotta find something. But Iceknight opting to bow and weave in and out, kind of avoid a lot of the things. We're able to get that dash attack into a back air. Now we're able to kind of find the way back, but Candle just really wants that grab, and I don't blame them with a blue in their hands.
Yeah, and especially that Nair is going to be, like, negating that purple Pikmin as well, so Iceknight's still going to pull through here. That Hydro Pump doing a little bit. That Shadow Sneak going to take it, though. Another one. Ooh. Unable to make it back, though, with a nasty spike from Candle.
Yeah, Candle saying kind of, hit me with that once. That's fine. That's fair. You got it, but you're not hitting me with it again. You got to get more creative than that. I'm not going to allow that. And now we're building up a lot of damage coming out from Candle here. But Iceknight is so ready for it. Love it so much, but is unable to really secure anything. Just the second hit of the up smash.
Yeah, the sweet spot not going to land there for Iceknight. Still going to follow up, though, with the down throw here. Trying to look for a back air, a forward air, possibly. But again, Candle's going to keep going, pressing the gas with all these Pikmin at their disposal here. Again, just going to create that wall. No F smash either. Ooh, the back air is going to take us to game 5.
Yeah, such a potent forward air. Empty hopping a couple times, right? Letting Candle know that I'm looking for something here. You gotta pick an option, and Candle picking the wrong one as such an intense game set here as we're into it. Game 5. I can't talk.
I don't know how many games it's been, but just know it's been a very long bracket and a very intense set count between these two. I don't know how many games they've gone back and forth, but this is down to the wire. This is it right now. Reset. Game 5, winner takes all.
Yeah, and we're seeing a change in scenery here, right? We're going to small battlefield, which I don't necessarily mind for Candle, because it does give Iceknight less room to run around with, because you're seeing a lot of really solid movement from Iceknight, a lot of baiting in and out, forcing Candle to pick options and catching them for picking the wrong one. So by, kind of condensing the stage just a little bit, you lessen the probability of that happening.
Most definitely. And almost in a way of letting Iceknight run away with robbery. And quite literally running away as well. So that movement is more fluid, but we'll see if Iceknight is still able to copy and paste the same thing on Small Battlefield here, which honestly seems like he's still doing a very good job, regardless of the stage pick and an up smash, but again, just gonna be the weak spot there.
And it feels like Iceknight is actually doing it a lot better on this. A snipe with the shuriken. You're not able to get the kill, but this is still so scary for Candle going all the way across the stage, but it doesn't matter. I love it. I absolutely love going for the empty hop and then on the air dodge and on the whistle going, no, this is the back air that's coming for you.
Yeah, again, that's just so threatening. Let alone Iceknight's presence is so threatening off stage. He knew that Candle was going to go for that, repeat the same cycle once again, and following up with that back air. So much needed.
And now there hasn't been a lot of extra credit or a lot of percent tacked on for Iceknight here. from Candle, right? And now you're able to put on a quick 41%. How much further are you going to push this stock deficit?
We will find out surely slowly, or unless Iceknight's able to take another stock here. We'll see. Candle's got to step on the gas a little harder right now. Only got one purple and a yellow, but the up smash will secure it. They're going to be evening out the stock, still hanging on. 74%.
Ooh.
Got another down throw, though.
Yeah, really good stuff from Iceknight, opting to kind of just let things go there, right? Not getting too antsy for a kill and keeping Candle in the corner. That's the important part. But Candle able to fight back. He's got 2 purples on deck, so you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Good stuff from Iceknight, able to get the A cancel on that, actually. So no tech animation, just completely lagless as he's able to keep moving.
Yeah, and again, as much as we see Iceknight pressured into this corner, he's still able to jump to these platforms, kind of get to safety, get away from Candle, and there's going to be a back here, but not going to secure the second stock just yet. Going to be looking for something nasty here, and a Hydro Pump, a bear, still not enough to close out.
Yeah, and Candle's having a hard time, and ooh, yeah, just barely making it back, but it doesn't matter. Iceknight able to catch Candle with a forward air. We're on our last stock for Candle here in this grand finals game 5 reset.
This is so down to the wire right now. This is for all the marbles. Iceknight surely looking to secure this down throw into dash attack fair, looking to travel horizontally, taking this stock horizontally. Another Hydro Pump coming out to play in the corner here, but again, Candle has got to really step up the game now.
Candle has just been unable to really change the pace of the game. This has all been in Iceknight's favor. There's the pivot, grab your back off stage, a quick snipe with the Shuriken to secure just a little bit more damage, but no punish, and Candle's able to fight back just barely.
Yeah, that Hydro Pump setting was so good, but the back air will still secure, and we see a pop-up from Iceknight running away from the setup. I mean,
yeah, what a fantastic showing, and here's the crowd for the applause for Iceknight. That was so tense for of a game 5, and you can tell how hard Iceknight was working for that with that pop-off.
Yeah, that's got to be definitely like my favorite grands I've watched in a long time, because that was so high stakes and the energy was there, and just seeing the recovery from Iceknight. I mean, again, like winner's side, it's a grand and then reset. Like there was so much that was needed there, and again, Iceknight was the pop-off, well earned, and gonna be your champion of Paign Automata.
Candle bowing out at second, still a fantastic showing though. It's a very, as many would say, a very strong champion, right?
Yes.
to even make it this far, and pretty dominantly up until that point. But Iceknight just one step ahead for that entirety. The second he got that first game in that reset, a step ahead every